friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we're going to do the detailed review of the Nokia 4.2. So Nokia 4.2 was announced a couple of weeks back for a price of 10,999, and this comes with a really compact design that's 5.7 inches HD plus resolution display. It is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 439 octa-core processor clocked at 2 GHz. We have 3 GB RAM, 32 GB storage being offered, dual camera setup, and a 3000 mAh capacity battery included. So is the device really worth paying for the pricing it is being offered? Let's find out in this detailed review. First step, let's have a look at the design and build quality. So design wise, if you look at the front panel, you can see that the device comes with the water drop notch or the dewdrop notch. And while Nokia says that bezels have been reduced, you can actually see the side bezels are also quite big, and the bottom bezel is considerably on the larger side. You can also see the Nokia branding at the bottom section. But having said that, the looks are quite okay for the price segment. We can see still better looking smartphones in terms of the bezel design in this price segment. Now the interesting thing about the device is that you can see that the side panel has the power button, which also doubles up as the notification LED. So this is the power button which actually lights up when you get a notification. We have the volume rocker keys on the right side. Left side houses the SIM tray as well as the power key. Now looking at the back panel design, you can see that the device looks pretty good with the glass finishing. So Nokia has used glass and it feels quite a premium, similar to the Nokia 5.1 and 6.1 Plus. So this device looks good in terms of the build quality. So it's glass finishing and it feels really premium as well. So that's the design and build quality. So overall we feel the design and build quality is quite okay for the price segment. Now next, let's talk about the display. This device comes with a 5.7 inches HD plus resolution display, and while most devices are offered in this price segment with a full HD plus resolution display, the display quality as such looks quite okay, but you can actually see that this is an HD plus resolution display. The resolution is definitely not that great when compared to the competition, which includes Realme U1 or even the Redmi Note 7, which offers a full HD plus resolution display at this price segment. So you can actually feel the lower resolution on this device. So the display quality is quite okay, but definitely not the best out there. Now moving on to the software. So this is one area where Nokia devices really excel because it has stock Android, and this is under the Android One platform. So here again you can see that this is coming under the Android One platform. We have the latest version of Android. We have Android 9.0 on this device, and this will be getting updates on a regular manner. So that's something which is really good about this device. So you don't see any third-party apps included other than FM radio included. So this is definitely the stock Android experience you might like. So if you're a person who likes stock Android experience and wants the latest update, then the Nokia 4.2 is definitely a good offering. Now talking about the performance, so this device is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 439 octa-core processor, which is a quite decent chipset. So we have tested this device with heavy usage as well. So it's definitely not intended for heavy usage, but it can definitely handle some decent tasks, including we played a PUBG Mobile on this device, and it was quite surprising to see that even though the resolution was lower, it did held up with a good performance altogether, especially considering that it's a 400 series chipset. Considering that this is definitely good in terms of the gaming, but it's definitely not suited for heavy intensive gaming, but you can play with a lower resolution. Now talking about the fingerprint scanner, so the device comes with fingerprint scanner on the back panel. It's quite an accurate fingerprint scanner, but definitely not the fastest out there. You also get face unlock on this device, so you can see that face unlock is again not very fast, but it can unlock with the face on this device. Now moving on to the cameras. So the phone comes with a dual camera setup. It has a 13 megapixel primary camera, f-stop 2.0 aperture, secondary 5 megapixel depth sensing camera. We have an LED flash, and on the front panel we have an 8 megapixel selfie camera included. Now the camera interface is something which is quite good. It's easy to use interface. We have the bokeh mode, pro mode, auto HDR is included, and a few other options included, and there is also 1080p video recording included. Now the camera quality is definitely not the best out there we have seen, because for 11,000 pricing we can see that Redmi Note 7 offers slightly better camera overall. This is quite an average camera. In daylight condition it is able to produce some decent results, but again not the best sharpness levels or details. But if you're a person who wants the best camera experience, this is definitely not a device to buy. But then the cameras are quite an average one, and the low light performance was not that great. The selfie experience was quite acceptable. Again, the portrait mode was not the best out there. So overall, if you look at the camera aspect, the 13 plus 5 megapixel camera does an average job with respect to imaging, and not the best out there. Now talking about the batteries. The device comes with a 3000 mAh capacity battery, and the battery capacity, although it's on the lower side, this also has a smaller display. It's a 5.7 inches display, so it also has to power only an HD plus resolution display, and the battery performance as such looks quite okay because you get slightly above a day with moderate usage, and the screen on time could be anywhere around 4 to 4.5 hours. May not be the best out there because a lot of smartphones in this price segment offer 4000 mAh capacity battery, and this has the basic charging included, so it takes more than 3 hours to charge the 3000 mAh capacity battery. So that was a detailed review of the Nokia 4.2. So summing up, let's first list out the pros of the device. So the good aspect of the device including great design and build quality. The glass finishing looks really good and premium finishing, and the software experience is pretty good because you get the stock Android experience, then you get updates on a regular basis, and also the battery life seems quite okay for the price segment. But the downsides include pricing is way too high, then you get only an HD plus resolution display. Snapdragon 439 is definitely not a chipset for this price segment. We would have expected at least Snapdragon 600 series in this price segment. So 439, although performs quite well, it's definitely not the one you would expect in this price segment. Also the cameras are kind of average ones. We would have expected slightly better cameras overall. So at 10,999 pricing, is it really value for money? So we would say it makes sense if you are looking for a compact form factor. You can see that it's a really compact device, and if you want updates on a timely basis, you want the stock experience, then this device is a good device to buy. Otherwise we would suggest you to go with the Redmi Note 7 or even the Realme U1, which is now priced much lower than the Nokia 4.2. So that was the detailed review of the Nokia 4.2. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit the subscribe button for more videos. This is Nirmal signing off. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.